Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Engineering and You, a program that seeks to stir up the interest of young Nigerians in engineering, because as we develop science, engineering also develops. And so go the engineer, so go the nation. My name is Int'l. This program is sponsored by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilot, FNSC, and supported by the Nigerian Institute of Engineers at Beokuta branch. For some weeks now, we've started with our inter-school statewide competition, debate competition as it were, where children, students debate for and against some certain topics, and today will not be an exception. To do that with me are my excellent judges who are going to be introducing themselves and the criteria for us to know the winner of today's edition. Over to the judges.
Yeah, good evening, viewers at home, and good evening, students. Today is a beautiful day, and I'm so happy to be here. My name is Engineer Luciano Bamdele Agbaji, FNSC. Thank you for having me today.
It's my pleasure to be here this evening, dear viewers, students, our presenter, and our timekeeper. I am Engineer Temitope Sabueji, the Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers at Beokuta branch. Thank you. So this evening, for our contestants, I will be running through the scoring criteria for tonight's debate. So the debate covers the total mark of 100%. And first we have the technical content, which adds up to 40% of the marks. Then we have the rebuttal, which is 20% of the mark. And finally, we have the use of English, which is 40% of the mark. So under your use of English, you're going to be scored for the following: your grammar, your dressing, your composure, and your tenses. Then we'll be having 3 rounds. And the first round goes for 2 minutes. The second round, another 2 minutes. Then you have a final round of 1 minute. So I wish you the very best, our dear students from Aminat International College and Baptist Boys High School. Thank you.
All right. So having heard from the judges, my timekeeper for today is Inoluwa Olaifa. Hello, Inoluwa. All right, we will take this very, very short break. When we return, these 2 schools, competing schools, will be on set with me. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the program Engineering and You, and the 2 schools are on set with me. To my left is Aminat International College, Obantoko. Welcome to Engineering and You today. And to my right is Baptist Boys High School, Shadia. Welcome to Engineering and You. Now, they have their topic cut out for them. Should Nigeria develop its own social media platforms for national security reasons? I don't have an idea about that, or my idea is not relevant in this case. I will leave the stage for them, and when we return, it shall be the 2 schools logging out, arguing for or against. Don't go anywhere.
Nigeria is a great country with millions of social media users, yet we still depend completely on foreign social media platforms for communication and information sharing. I believe these vendors has caused many security problems to the country. Before I continue, I expect to acknowledge the chairman, panel of judges, actors, timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen present to this hall. It is truly a privilege to stand before you today. My name is Olede Faiza, a president of Aminat International College, and I stand confidently before you today with clarity of thought and conviction as I lead my voice in strong support of the motion which says Nigeria should develop its own social media platforms for national security reasons. First, when social media platforms are repeatedly been used to spread fake news, violence, and insecurity in Nigeria. During the SARS protest in 2020, fake news and edited videos circulated rapidly online, creating tension and confusion across the country. Some content even encourage violence and destruction of property, showing how quickly social media can turn into a national crisis. This can be better controlled by creating a Nigerian social media platform where strict security rules and monitoring system can be built in from the start to reduce the spread of harmful content and protect national peace. Second, terrorists and criminal groups use social media for harmful activities. For instance, Boko Haram uses online space to spread fear and propaganda. More so, kidnappers, scammers, and cyber criminals use social media to conduct illegal activities and defraud citizens. Placing a Nigerian social media platform would allow security agencies to track and respond to these threats quickly before they turn into a national crisis. My opponents may argue that fake news will be spread on a Nigerian-owned platform. I agree, but the difference is control and response time. With a local platform, harmful content can be removed much faster before it goes to a national crisis. Furthermore, Nigeria has experienced situations where foreign social media platforms are failed to act quickly enough during emergencies. This shows that relying fully on external platform for national communication is risky, especially during emergencies where speed is important. My opponents also claim during the 2023 general election, misinformation spread widely. In some cases, old videos from other countries were reposted and only presented as events in Nigeria. Building a local platform will help to reduce these crimes. Another issue is cybercrime and online frauds. When Nigeria has lost money through fake accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, creating a local platform would help to reduce these crimes. In conclusion, the spread of fake news during protests, election misinformation, cybercrime, and online frauds clearly shows that foreign platforms are already connected to several security problems in Nigeria. Therefore, developing a Nigerian social media platform will help to improve security, strengthen control, and protect Nigerians from online threats. Thank you.
I welcome you to a digital age where everything is possible in as much as responsible. Good day, Mr. Chairman. Panel of judges says Salito, happy to keep a co-innovators and learning audience. My name is Akintan Samuel and I am from Baptist Boys High School, and I'm here to oppose the motion which says, should Nigeria develop our own social media platform for national security reasons? My first point against this motion is that creating a Nigerian social media platform will not eradicate security threats. My opponent, security threats are caused by the intention and action of people, not by the nationality of the platform. You may mention that cyber criminals make use of that platform to spread fake news. But let me tell you, cyber criminals doesn't suddenly disappear just because a new platform has been created. They simply migrate and move to where people gather online. Research made me to understand that cyber criminals adapt to new environments and new technology. Let me give you a simple analogy. If a mosquito enters your room, will you solve the problem by building another room or by eliminating the mosquito? The answer is obvious. Social media is the room. Security threat is the mosquito. Changing the location without eliminating the mosquito sounds nothing. Let us not confuse a change of location with a change of condition. Let us not replace solution with illusion. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, my second point against this motion is that social media will create a false sense of security. The greatest danger is not an enemy you can see, but a mistake in thinking. If Nigeria creates our own social media platform tomorrow, a lot of Nigeria will think that the platform is automatically safer and more effective than foreign platform. However, security is not determined by ownership but by partnership. Security is not determined by ownership but by partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, a law is not strong simply because it is made to enter. A law is effective because it can resist attack. Ladies and gentlemen, furthermore, social media platform always unintentionally reduce Nigeria's digital influence. Today, many Nigerian musicians, students, and businesses make use of global platform to reach international audience, and by doing so, we are using this platform to spread Nigeria culture around borders. I hand over to my supporting speaker to continue the argument. Thank you.
See social media just an app for chatting, posting pictures, or watching videos. But in reality, social media has become much more powerful than that. Today, information spreads online faster than it spreads on television or radio. And when the wrong information spreads, the whole country feels the effect. Before I continue, I respectfully acknowledge the chairperson, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and the most attentive audience. My name is Kari Mode, a bona fide student of Aminat National College. I stand here today to support the motion. Should Nigeria develop its own social media app for national security reasons? First, Nigeria has experienced a situation where fake news on social media has caused fear and confusion among citizens. During election and security crisis, false reports has caused panic because people believe unverified information online. If Nigeria had its own platform built and managed within the country, it's become easier to control harmful content before it causes serious damage. Second, one major reason I support this motion is because criminals now use social media too. Kidnappers, cybercriminals, and even terrorist groups use online platforms to communicate and spread dangerous messages. Depending completely on foreign-owned apps for something this important is risky because those companies might not fully understand Nigeria's security problems or may not even respond fast enough. My opponents may say that a Nigerian platform will be stressful or expensive. However, national security is not something a country should joke with. Nigeria spends money on police, defense, and intelligence because security is important. Investing in a digital platform should also matter in this modern age. Apart from security, such a platform can also help young Nigerians to develop in technology. It can create opportunities for programmers, app developers, and cybersecurity experts. Instead of depending on foreign technology, Nigeria can start building stronger digital system of its own. In conclusion, social media plays a major role in national security, whether positively or negatively. For that reason, Nigeria should develop its own social media platform to help fight misinformation, reduce dependence on foreign apps. For these reasons, I strongly support the motion. Thank you.
I respectfully acknowledge all dignitaries present here. I am Idowa Brahman, still opposing the motion. Should Nigeria develop its own social media platform for national security reasons? To start with, the government surveillance spread. In 2020, during the NSAS protest, Nigerian government in favor told by all telecommunication companies to shut down internet access across Lagos, Ogun, and Kano State. The same government will suspended Twitter for 2 months for just deleting a controversial tweet of President Muhammadu Buhari. Now imagine that same government controlling our whole digital ecosystem. Imagine what will happen when you criticize a governor or post something that the ruling party dislike or even try to organize an election. Section 24 of the Nigerian Cyber Act 2015 criminalizes cyber stalking so broadly that a single sarcastic tweet about a politician can land you in jail for over 3 years. In 2020, a Twitter user, Oluwole Ojo, was sentenced to 4 months imprisonment for increased calling a politician a drunken miscreant. That is not security, that is suppression. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, many people will say simply because India did it, China did it, then why not Nigeria? That is simply because India has over $3.7 trillion economy, a tech workforce of over 5,000 engineers, and so government subsidies that will make your head free. In 2010, Nigeria designed to grow an instant social media messaging platform which has reached over 10,000 users, but he died not simply because of foreign oppression, but simply because WhatsApp, Facebook, and Twitter are faster, better, and more reliable. A tech entrepreneur, Dr. Ogundele said, and I quote, "You cannot force Nigerians to use an inferior product just because it has a Nigerian flag on it." In addition, ladies and gentlemen, my opponents will argue that current platform will cause something, but domestic platforms doesn't stop misinformation. It's simply amplified. Let's look at India Design Co. But during the India 2024 election, they was simply flooded with fake news and inflammatory religious content, many of which was sponsored by their political leaders. Thank you.
Distinguished Chairman, tired of Judge Zakwe's time keeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, I rise to challenge the arguments presented by my opponents. My opponents want us to believe that because people create fake news, a Nigerian social media platform is unnecessary. However, how people create content, platform determine how quickly it can be removed. Also, my opponent believes that terrorists can move from one platform to another. But this is exactly why Nigeria needs its own platform it can directly monitor. National security should not be outsourced. Furthermore, my opponent believes that a Nigerian social media platform will not solve insecurity. However, we agree that it won't solve every problem, but there is no single solution that can. A Nigerian social media platform will not solve all the problem, but it will play a major role in solving the problem. Therefore, I urge you all to support this motion. Thank you.
Stage is akin to Samuel Tiolu. I mean, my opponent, you may mention that these foreign platforms are expensive, but let me tell you, Russia and China build their platform by banning everyone. If that is your model, then say you want digital dictatorship, because governance is about choice, and Nigeria people choose WhatsApp. Now let me give you a simple analogy. If a school discovers that students are cheating during examination, will building another classroom automatically stop cheating? No. What is needed is proper supervision and enforcement of rules. Likewise, Nigeria needs proper supervision and enforcement of rules. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the proposition wants us to trust the government with our own data. The same government who lost over 50 million biometrics, they want to build Facebook when we cannot even build a toilet without foreign help. They say our house, our rules. I say let's build our houses before we build the rules. Thank you and God bless. And you from the opposition team says let the motion fall. Thank you.
This edition is a cracker, and I'm sure you enjoyed the both parties as they argued for or against. But like I said earlier, I have no say in this matter. The judgment goes to the judges. So let's hear it from the judges. What is the verdict for this episode?
Okay, it's taking a new dimension from this particular episode, and I want to give it to both schools for how they have marshaled their points and how they have been able to expose us to what we didn't know. But now, and for the sake of our national security, any country that is going to thrive or privatize its security must engage the development of this social media of a thing. Number one, for a country such as Nigeria to be able to keep our data, secure our data from external forces like cyber crimes and what have you, we must be able to develop our social media. So this is one of the benefits, and also to be able to curb the issue of misinformation. As we know today that there are fake news here and there. So if Nigeria and those at the edge of affairs are able to curb this, we will discover that the rate of misinformation and fake news will drastically diminish. So when all this is ascertained, definitely there's going to be a fostering of our national unity. We will do things in common and we will be in one accord. And definitely there's going to be, if things are working well with us in Nigeria, we will have an international partnership which is going to lift us up and will be at par with the standard of the international base securities. So also, there is no how we talk about the benefit and we won't talk about the demerits. There are challenges there are hurdles, and this is how do we allocate the resources that is supposed to be put into this to make it work. So if there is no effective management, the resources will not go as it's supposed to go. Then we have to look at the regulations. There is no how we can put up a system and will not be able to regulate it. So without wasting our time or dwelling much on it, they have been able to give us their points, and we have all seen. So it's good, and I want to give it to you once again, and our viewers at home also to clap where they are for them, because they have done a very good job today. So I would like to hand over this call line to my fellow engineer Aboyeji. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good evening once again. So at the end of today's debate, the following are the score for both Aminat International College and Baptist Boys High School. Under the technical content, Aminat International College has a total point of 26, while Baptist Boys High School has a total point of 36.5. Under the rebuttal, Aminat International College has a total point of 9.5, while Baptist Boys High School has a total point of 19.5. Then for the use of English, Aminat International College has a total point of 31, while Baptist Boys High School has a total point of 32. So in total, Aminat International College came up with a total mark of 66.5%, while Baptist Boys High School has a total point of 88%. Thank you.
So, as it stands, Baptist Boys High School, with a total mark of 88%, is declared the winner of this episode. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations to Baptist Boys High School. But like I say on this program, everyone is a winner. So I would like the two schools to just wave to each other and congratulate each other. Yeah, everybody is a winner. So Baptist Boys High School is going to the next stage of the competition, and next week we'll have another set of schools on this set to discuss for and against on a certain topic. But before we go, I'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Prince James FNSC, for the yeoman's job of bringing us to your viewing pleasure every Friday, and to the Nigerian Set of Engineers for the support and the cooperation to make this a success. My name is Int'l. Until next week, bye bye.